intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. The road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest feast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling this war. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the force departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a witch.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your ass. The fucking link is in the chat. That should be.
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy. Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
She always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control, by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit. How do I get my hands on your stuff? Because I need something to clean these titty butts. My job is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come in. Bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B and her 550, 600 servants. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly.
He's beefing with the Queen B because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady Queen B with the lip ring is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago.
I would fuck her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's your fucking old lying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because
I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed!
Oh my god, exposed!
Oh my god, bitch. Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. That shit Chronicle Shady, you better fucking shut your mouth with that. Girl, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your emails. What the hell is wrong with people?
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
Motherfucker killing the vibe, bitch. Take your ass to bed. Boston, no, I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Look, babe.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away. See you guys.
Pumpkin. I love you too.
I despise you, Boston.
Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got trigger today. I trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, Duke. You hear him?
Yes, your dog is orange.
Damn it, Duke.
Girl, this tea is piping.
It's living. This motherfucker's hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's Candy Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke him if you got him.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, me too.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I was not. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. All right, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? How y'all doing on this fine Monday? It's a manic Monday. What is going on? I hear there's all kinds of shit on these YouTube streets. It gets on fire. Shit is on fire out here. What is going on? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all in here. Hold on one second. I got this little pup wanting to go in. Hold on. All right, I had to give her treats and stuff. Okay, I got the link pinned. I'm on it. I'm freaking on it. Let's see here. Dreamer, member for 6 months. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate that. Thank you for being a member. Hey, Duchess, how you doing? Hey, I wanted to ask you, do you have a link set up for people that want to donate to the billboards? You can jump up if you want to tap the link, or you can email it to me, or I can go check, or whatever you want to do. I just wanted to make sure so I could let people know where to donate, because I got an email asking. I wasn't sure if I should send them to your channel, if there was a link that you had, or if there was like a PayPal link or a GoFundMe link, or you know what I'm saying? I wasn't sure, or your Cash App link or something. Facing the Truth. How you doing, Tia, Meg, Miss Rowena? How you doing, Francis? Let's see. Let me get this going. So there's some stuff we got to talk about anyways, but you know, with all the rumors and lies and bullshit and people going after the Proudfoots like relentlessly. It's getting a little bit old, you know, real fucking old, real fucking fast. There's my cuss words in for the day. Upstate New York gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, baby. We need like a little short of Laura punching the air every time. Every time somebody donates, we need to have like a little clip where Laura punches air. Because it happens, you know? A little jealous shit. Kathy clocked the house. Member for 10 months. You're a strong woman and a sweetheart. Much respect. Thank you so much, love. I appreciate it. Andrea's mommy, I can see you, baby. You're in here.
What's this?
Right, you get all the memberships. Hold on, I was talking with my mute on. I didn't see what you're talking about, AB Post. I didn't see it. Oh, Savage, you up past your bedtime, girl. You up late?
Yes, you
I heard you was getting down today. I heard you was fucking going off. Hold on, I see you have a lot on your plate, Duchess. I'm sorry. Are you guys not doing did you take a break from the billboards? Is that what's going on, or what did I miss? I have my hold on a minute, baby. I have my billboards paused. My dad's in hospice. Okay, all right. I think Illuminati is going to run the billboards for a bit until I can get back. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I didn't even realize that I somebody did mention that, but I didn't. I'm sorry. I should have asked first. So, okay. So if you guys want to donate, I'll send that email back too. If you guys want to donate or anybody wants to, do the billboards, Illuminati is going to run them for right now. So I'll get the information for that and we will I'll put out a, community tab. And yes, send in prayers for you, Duchess. I know that's really hard to go through and I'm really sorry you're going through that right now. Hey, Voices, what's up?
Tell me all the stuff. Tell me all the things. What did you guys figure out today?
You know what? I've been busy all day myself. I popped up on Granny's watching because you know that crazy weird lady that was up here.
Oh, our Betty Boop friend. Yes.
Yes. So come to find out, listen to this. What? So I said the only thing I can really confirm is that she came up in the back chat under Betty Boop and she looked identical to the person that was on Nonsense's panel with the dog picture, and she was on Jay for Justice. Now there was some other people that they thought she was. I can't confirm whether she is or not. We put glasses on the picture. The lady, she looked like her to me. They were pictures from 5 years ago, but then there was other people in the chat saying no, it wasn't her. Anyhow, long story short, the only thing I can confirm is that the same lady who was telling us that she took a flight to go help search. And her whole story yesterday was the same exact girl that was up telling the dog story about the dog handlers with all the crazy weird shit she was saying. That's the same one who said she gave Brittany the $50 super chat and was trying to talk about her kids nonstop. People kept thinking it was Cotton. Then she thought Cotton was the dog handler. Yes. So that fucking lady has been going over on Granny's panel and other people's panels under different fucking names.
Oh my God.
Yes. She's been trolling. Now listen, this sick bitch has been trolling different cases, like doing this stuff in different cases for a while now. This ain't the first time she's done it. This is not her first rodeo.
Oh my God. So she's been playing around in multiple cases. She just didn't decide to do this in this one. She's been doing this in what other cases do we know of? Oh my God.
Yeah. It's fucking wild. Go watch Granny's live from today. I was up there. I went on her panel.
I'll go watch it later. I left out 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, we talked about it. I couldn't believe it. I was like, look, they sent her some pictures of this. Like, let me go pull this shit up right now for y'all. Because this is fucking nuts. Let me show you real fast how crazy this was. There's people that pretend to let me see here. There's people that pretend they're, fake police officers, fake this, fake that, fake dog handlers. You know what I mean? Then you got fucking Betty clickbaiting the fuck out of Sebastian Rogers, talking about the dead body like a whole goddamn fool. I couldn't believe she even put that up as her clickbait fucking thumbnail this morning. I was shocked she did that. Yeah, matter of fact, Granny has a thing up on hers that says, well, whose body? And that's what it says on the, matter of fact, here.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
Today. Look, it says right there, look at her thumbnail. It's the first one. That's Betty's. It says Sebastian Rogers' body found. That's what was her fucking clickbait ass title today.
So when we were watching that TikTok thing, I think they said there was a body found in the Cumberland River, but it was a rescue turned recovery. So it was very clear that it wasn't. That's off. I'm trying to be very kind and not say the wrong thing, because I don't need her to add anything in her new filings. Because she's doing the paperwork. Oh my God, is that her?
That's somebody else. They thought, okay, so this is somebody else. But we thought it was her.
Queen, this is crazy. The drinks may bring her natural accent out.
Yes, that's another thing too, is her accent. She had like a Spanish undertones. You know what I'm saying? Like she.
Yeah. When she said charity, she said charity.
Yeah.
She made it the soft, not the hard CH.
Anyhow, yeah, she I guess she's been doing this to other cases, like in other cases. Here's where we were comparing her voices, because she came up as Betty Boop with the character the first time. See how she's got Betty Boop to the left right there? Mm-hmm. Well, as soon as she dropped down the first time when her and Cotton were both like hollering at each other, and I was like, oh, we're not going to do this. She heated herself and came back up under Betty Boop with the purple block. See that right there?
I saw that yesterday. Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
She came up under two different accounts. So she's been over there. And then listen to this shit. You know how she came up under Bleeding Heart and was like, leave my mom alone. No, bitch. Yeah. That's one of her accounts. So we counted like 8 fucking alts that she has been under.
She come in here yesterday ripping at my ass under Bleeding Heart. I was just like, bye-bye.
Like, what the fuck is really going on? This is insanity.
Saying my mom doesn't have to show her airline ticket.
What? I'm sorry?
She said, my mom doesn't have to show her airline ticket. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, all I know is that bitch is wild, and she is not no damn dog handler, and she is not, she's got some problems. She really
But is she starting a channel? Because that might be in my new cringe watch.
I really have no idea. All I know is she kept saying she wasn't. Hey, Clue, what's up? So, Clue, you gonna take over the billboard stuff? Do you have like people that you want them to send money to the Cash App? You have a link? What's up? How you handling this? Shoot me a message or something, or an email or whatever, and we'll make a community tab, or I'll send an email back. I just had some people wanting to know how they can donate to the billboard. So just, shoot me a message when you get a chance or whatever. Or I can email you my Discord link so you can send me the messages on there if that's easier. Whatever works. Anyhow, though, we watched the whole interview with Web Sleuths yesterday, right?
Yes.
So did you hear about this shit with Sweetie Pie Low? When she
No.
came out and was like, you know, launching these crazy ass fucking allegations and shit.
Who was she launching allegations against? Nobody. I'm
Chris.
serious.
Chris.
Against
And
Chris?
they were fucking pretty serious. Yeah. They were actually real fucking serious. And
okay, when did this happen? Today?
No, this is actually like slid under the radar for me, but it's got 53,000 views on it. So
for the love of God, no, I don't watch that person.
It's got a shit ton of views on it, and she has some pretty serious fucking allegations. And like I said, I've always liked her. Well, somebody sent me a message and was like, "Hey, I heard you mention her name, that you really, really like her. Did you know that she did this live?" And I'm like, "What?" So then I go watch it and I listen to it and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck?
Who wants to know what you're talking about?
Sweetie Pie Low.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. What is that, a person?
Sweetie. What do you mean? What am I talking about? You asking about the lady that I'm talking about now, Sweetie Pie Low, or are you asking about the billboards that I was wanting information on? Before that, I was talking about the fake Steph, the fake dog handler. She was up here last night acting a fool.
Oh, wow, Pecan. That's nuts. Oh, she's Reverend Donna's friend.
Yeah, that Reverend Donna Serafina psychic lady.
Yeah, no, again, don't watch that one either. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but I think they're a little crazy.
Asking about a video you got. I'm not sure, baby. I don't think I sent no video. What's up, Cheesy? How are you?
Hi. Sweetie Pie Low was a piece of crap during the Summer Wells case, I remember. I don't like her. I never liked her.
I mean, I knew she had done a couple things that weren't really, but I mean, I didn't have any like ill will feelings towards her, really. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I just didn't, man, the shit she said, man, what the fuck? I'm like, holy smokes. I was like, this is defamation, girl. You better be careful with this bullshit. You better fucking be real careful with this.
I haven't seen that.
That's the video I was talking about. I'm talking about Sweetie Pie Low is her name. Her name is Sweetie Pie Low. She came launching some crazy ass shit out. No, she didn't take it down, but she sure as fuck needs to, in my opinion.
I didn't see the video.
No, So it's awful and it's bordering on defamation.
That's some of the things that she was saying in there. We found out. Okay, so do you guys remember when they said she kept saying she had a source that she couldn't tell us about? She had a private source she wishes she could tell, she couldn't tell anybody about. I've heard her say that. She says this, and so anyhow, long story short, come to find out, it was Seth. This who was her private source was, allegedly.
What the fuck?
Oh boy!
Why is it every road leads back to Seth?
Right?
Why is it always Seth says?
He's, I felt bad about thinking he had something to do with this. Now I'm not feeling as bad anymore. He's such a dink.
I drove 268 miles today, and I spent a lot of time thinking, and everything that I kept thinking of that's been crazy in this, now we've found out where it ties back to, and it's somebody affiliated with Seth.
Yeah, it all goes back to him.
It's bad. It's his family. It's his family being accused. It's his family being talked about. It's like these accusations are pretty fucking serious. So they said, let's see here. They say it starts back here. So she's playing Pascal's live, right?
Okay, so did she interview him, Queen? Did she interview Chris? Or is this just
her. Here, let me put this down and show you.
So this is just somebody putting her own 2 cents in.
Yes.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
It says bombshell. How far would Chris's family go to cover his secret stocks, and why the diapers? So first of all, what the fuck? I don't like that title. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. I just don't like that title. I don't think that's, but anyhow, what she goes through and reads through in here was a bunch of bullshit. But anyhow, let's go. I'm going to fast forward through the timestamps here to the. So she listens to Pascal and then gives her opinion on it. See, like she's got him when I want to clear some things up. Sebastian Rogers, dad Seth Rogers drops some, and then shocking bombshells is what it says for this live.
Aha, okay.
Man, I was like, take those damn things off. Go take a shower. Put on some underwear and some comfy clothes.
Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through this little part right here because I don't even feel like we need to just go over this again. This is where he talks about him being in incontinence briefs is what I'd like to refer to him as. Anyhow, here's where the accusations come into play. This is why it's even being brought up because there's SA allegations. And it comes back and she says she, in her opinion, feels that he's being physically abused. That's a fucking hellish allegation to put the fuck out there on somebody.
Oh my God.
That's defamation. Like, you can't fucking say that about somebody.
Dude.
So, anyhow, it borderlines on because he wears incontinence briefs, she feels he was physically abused by him. So here, I'm going to play it. Listen to what she says. Maybe I'm hearing it wrong. Maybe I need you guys to hear. Maybe y'all need to hear it. And maybe I'm hearing it wrong. I don't fucking know, but let's see.
Really? Chris didn't want him wearing underwear. Chris wanted him wearing a pull-up. Chris got upset that I wouldn't enforce that at my house.
Chris.
My son doesn't need to be in a pull-up. My son needs to be treated better.
No doubt. Real quick before we continue, I do want to give everybody a quick heads up. Please, guys, I have pinned it to the top.
So what we have here is a situation where Chris Proudfoot more than likely was abusing him far more than he cares to admit. I mean, we know.
So this is where she starts and says that he's, and she didn't even say allegedly or in my opinion.
Oh my God.
We know of at least one incident, but honestly, I think there was so many more incidents than that. 1 or 2 that he's actually admitted to. Because remember on Nancy Grace, he definitely tried to minimize it quite a bit. So I got into a conversation yesterday with a very reliable source. Guys, I wish I could tell you who.
So now she's saying she got into a conversation with somebody. She really wishes she could tell us who it was, but she can't tell us who it was.
Oh, now it's all making sense.
It was, but they want to remain nameless. So just take this as, allegedly or speculation, whatever you want to file it as. But they're very reliable.
So her source doesn't want to come out. They don't want their name out. They're very reliable, though. Okay. Very reliable. Well, it was already outed. It was Seth anyways.
This is horrible. Poor Chris.
Oh, it gets worse. Oh, just wait. It gets fucking worse. And I can't believe this shit even came out of her mouth.
What they shared with me was information about Chris Proudfoot and the great lengths that his family would go to cover up for him. So
more dog whistles on his fucking family.
Oh my God.
Pretty much the conversation we were having, I was like, do you think, I mean, we know what, so a 15-year-old, autistic or not, wearing diapers, who is considered very high functioning, are we going to consider that as normal or okay? That doesn't seem right. This is a kid who, in my opinion, at the bare minimum, he's being physically abused. But I even wonder, and this is what I brought up. I said, do you think he could be so weird as to like SA type abuse? And then I was told.
What?
Oh
yeah.
Can I say something?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I said this the other day, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I peed the bed till I was 16 years old. It had nothing to do with being sexually abused. It had to do with medicine that I was on because I couldn't wake up because it made me sleep so sound. I used to have convulsions, and they had me on medicine that made me sleep. Sebastian was also on medicine for various things. Did they think that maybe that might have something to do with it?
The chromosome deletion will also affects the bladder and bowel. Why would you put this on somebody?
Just because somebody has problems with that does not mean that they have been abused.
That's the same damn shit those fools did on Brittany J's panel that night, and I lost my marbles over it.
Jesus. Some people just have incontinence problems.
Well, somebody, how do I say this? Okay, in the past, let's say, and this is for sure before Chris was of age, so 18 years old. Not only did he SA his own stepsister, but he also did this to his cousin. And his
what the fuck?
Mother, Kathy, covered for him, covered it up however she could. And
that's fucking awful. What the fuck?
Why are we being told about this?
It doesn't have shit to do with any fucking thing to do with Sebastian's to be missing. So
it's just to further everybody thinking that he's evil.
You know what? I really have a problem with Seth. Seth has outed Sebastian's privacy. He has broken Katie's privacy, and now it turns out he has broken Chris's privacy. This is not okay. Not by any means. Chris, Katie, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
it's fucking bullshit. It's bullshit. This is now we know where most of the allegations and rumors were coming from.
Yeah, I hope Chris gets his lawyers ready. That's why I say this family's never going to be the same, even if Sebastian does come home safe and sound.
Even if he comes home safe and
then
sound.
Look, that's why. So this is where Dolly was screaming this bullshit. This is why. So when you hear these motherfucking other fucking creators screaming this fucking bullshit, this is why.
Even if Sebastian comes home safely tomorrow, that whole entire family is going to be at risk. We've had YouTubers showing the inside of that home.
I can't believe she's saying the shit she's saying, and I really am shocked that she even left this shit up. I'm
suddenly.
Sorry, I was trying to pause this, but move the volume down. So this is basically they've already tried to do a dog whistle on there about his mom and dad going to Alaska and supposedly taking him with. Now, then he was on an Indian reservation. And then last night they were talking about that's why they feel like he was on an Indian reservation and that he was, what all did they say? That he was stuck out. Yeah, that they had taken him out there. A lot of this bullshit stems from these fucking rumors, these accusations, lies, and this is fucking borderline defamation. Like, this is fucked up, man. You can't just say shit like this about. You can't just.
I don't think it's borderline. I don't think it's borderline. I think it straight up is
full blown defamation. Absolutely, it is. And then he calls them drunks, veterans drunks. I mean, the shit, the things that are being launched out. No, that's not okay, man. Not at all. Not even a little bit. And she clearly states this shit happened when he was under the age of 18. Okay, that means he was even okay. We don't know if it did or if it didn't. Right at this point, we have no idea. And if it was under the age of 18, he was still a fucking child. So you have no right to those records, anyways.
Right.
Again, I come back to look at how kind Chris and Katie have been to him. Look at everything they've done for him. We have heard more and more and more.
And this is the sneaky little shit that's going on behind the scenes.
Yep, this is how he repays everybody.
Yeah, Chris is always making excuses for him, coddling him, trying to be a nice guy to him. What a piece of shit.
Yes, and then creators, yes, nonsense, and then other creators furthered this fucking hate, launching the same fucking allegations.
It all started to make sense. Though these are women, or not women, these are females that in the past were victimized. Is it possible that he didn't have any, I hate to go there, but any preference on this? Is he just an abusive type person? I was deeply troubled finding this out, guys. Very deeply troubled. The thing is this family is truly, in my opinion, a crime family. Like Terry, the stepdad of Chris, he has a history of, and not to say that all drug users are going to, be shady and do unscrupulous things, because they won't. But Terry Bowersox does have a history with some methamphetamine. Going back to, let's see, what was that? Charges filed, and this was a while ago, okay? February 17, 1981.
$40 fucking years ago. 40 fucking years ago. 1981.
Years ago.
40 fucking years ago. So what? If he was 60, if he's 60, they were 40 years ago, that would make him 20. What the fuck?
Who gives a fuck what he did 40 years ago? I can't with this shit right here. Why the fuck?
It's such an
40 years ago, dude. Privacy. I swear to God. Like, come on, man. This is the most stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. He was arrested for possession 40 years ago. That's because that has something to do with Sebastian. Like, what the fuck is that?
I think JP's right. I think in 1981, everybody did speed.
Fuck yeah, they did.
No. I'm pretty sure 40 years ago, I got into my mom's Dexatrim because it was those little caplets, and they look like little balls inside of them that were like yellow and orange. I'm pretty sure 40 years ago, I did legal speed too. So, assholes.
I remember that. The Dexatrim commercial made them look so good because they would pour them open and you'd see all these little balls bounce around.
Right. So I'm pretty sure that I did, even when I was 8, I did legal speed back in 1981. 81, I would have been 2, or I would have been 5. So I started school. Yeah. Anyway.
This
So
is
now we're.
terrible.
I can't even believe. I don't know how this woman. I bet this woman doesn't have any mirrors in her house, because I bet if she did, there's no way she could face herself.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff people can't come back from. This is horrible stuff to put out of somebody. I'm so tired of people throwing this shit around like it's no big deal.
No, 1881. No. I don't even know if it was a thing back then, JP.
Oh. I mean, this kind of stuff can ruin somebody's life.
This is absolutely, yeah, it could end up making, ending in a defamation suit.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
this could hurt Chris's job. He works at a children's hospital in the construction area.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. This is terrible. To ruin his life completely. And as if their life hasn't already been ruined by Sebastian being missing. Let's take everything from them, shall we? Stupid.
It's me. Sorry, the wind chimes are my fault. I'm sorry. I'll go back in just a minute. I'm finishing my cigarette.
I don't care about little noises. Sometimes when you go on them panels, you listen to them panels and everybody's making all kinds of different noises. And then you got the dogs and the kids and everything else. And it gets really crazy, but a noise here and there ain't a big deal.
Well, unfortunately, it was quiet when I walked out there. But of course, the way the Wyoming wind works, the minute you walk outside, wait 30 seconds, it'll blow again. Dexatrim, yes. Dexatrim tablets or capsules, yes. I'm sorry. That just totally made me think of that when, everybody took those back in 1981. Come on now. I agree, nonsense. It's very reckless. And they just, and this slid past probably most of us. I don't even know who this creator is.
I remember her pulling some crap in Summer Wells' case. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I had a bad taste in my mouth about her back then. I can't remember what the hell she did. Was she? Anyways, I remember her pulling some crap back then, and I didn't want nothing to do with her. And I haven't watched her since.
Well, this is...
Wasn't she the one that gave a platform to that psychic or something? I don't know. Anyways, she rubbed me the wrong way in the Summer Wells case, so I haven't watched her ever since.
Well, she's friends with that Reverend Donna Serafina they were saying earlier.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, I can accept a creator who has a different view on these cases than me, okay? And I'll still watch them on the next case. That's what I said about Web Sleuths last night. I said, don't be mad at her. She has a different view on this than we do. She was upset about Chris spanking Sebastian with the belt, and so she's a little biased against him. But in the next case, she might have a different eye on stuff. But there's some creators who, no matter if they agree with you or disagree with you, the crap that they do that is so horrible. There's no way that you can follow them again. You can't ever. I can't. And something like this, there's no way I can forgive this of a creator.
Well, given that they're co-parenting with a child, and as kind as it seems the Proudfoots have been to Seth, I mean, Seth would know this kind of stuff. So I don't think it was I don't think that it was anybody had to dig. I think Seth is just willing to dirt.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chicken Nugget came out. I threw it outside, but he brought it back in.
Dogs and kids, you can't help it. That's they do their thing.
It's every night at this time. I should know better than to even try to get up on a panel at this hour.
And it won't be long, and you'll probably hear Lugnut in here crying. So,
yeah, you're right, Burnt Toast. It's not a difference of views. This is slander and malicious harassment.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. This kind of stuff, you can't forgive this. You can't go, oh well, maybe they'll think the way I think in the next case. No, this is, and like I said, there was something about her in the Summer Wells case. I can't remember, but she did some crappy stuff back then. I don't remember what it was, but just terrible.
Nonsense says, did you guys hear the cousin that Fake called in a while back too? That was ridiculous. And Summer's still running with those allegations.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Wasn't even the cousin. Yep.
So we got a fake neighbor. We got a fake cousin.
Oh, yeah, we've got it all.
Dog handlers. We got a fake canine.
This case offers it all.
Couple of questionable PIs. Stepfather that's requesting a firearm.
Not stepfather, father.
Sorry, a biological father. I apologize.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seth has been doing some really shady stuff. Boy, even if we don't think he has anything to do with Sebastian, he's really, really a piece of shit. And I didn't at first. I didn't think of this way of him because Chris and Katie were saying so many good things about him, trying to make him look good, and then he comes out and just totally trashes these people. I'm so sorry, Chris and Katie, if you ever are listening to this. I am so sorry.
I just have no words.
I don't either.
I mean, I'm sorry, guys. Why? Again, what is the benefit that Seth gets out of this? This is my question. When I start, after I was like, okay, so every last one of these crazy things that's happened, we've now found out, looking back at it, it all had to do with Seth, right? So what is Seth getting out of this other than the financial reward that he already got?
Well,
is it the attention?
When I was trying to reel myself back in, because I was going down some really weird thoughts about Seth, I was thinking because his mom was saying stuff against Chris and Katie, some really bad stuff, and saying that they don't deserve him and they're not ever going to see him again when he comes home and blah, blah, blah. And then Seth was saying a bunch of stuff about their parenting and this and that. And then he was like, he's my son. I gave him his name. I named him Sebastian. I named him Wayne. I named him Drake. That's my name, Rogers. And then he said things about how he's going to fight them and blah, blah, blah. So this all made me think, was this all a thing to get Sebastian to himself? making him missing, you know?
Right, but
and I was really starting to think that. I was really starting to think that way. And then I'm like, you know what?
Cheesy. He was going to have him. Like, Sebastian would already have transitioned to living with his father by now.
Right.
School's out. He would have already had him, and he would have had him probably all summer.
Not necessarily, though, because he didn't want to.
Well, I understand
It's been found out that Sebastian didn't want to live with him, and Chris and Katie and Seth had a conversation about it. So was he worried that he wasn't going to get him? You know, and these are all my thoughts that I was thinking, and I'm like, oh man, you need to reel yourself back in. You're starting to go down crazy train, you know. But I don't know now. Seeing everything that Seth has been doing against Chris and Katie, it's making me wonder. Was I crazy? I don't know. I'm not saying that's what Seth did. I am not accusing him of anything. It's just, but it makes your
speculation. It's just
it makes your mind go that way, you know.
Yep, just wild speculation Monday. That's all. We're just trying to. I don't know. What do you guys think?
And it could be just that Seth is just jealous of Chris. I mean, Chris obviously is the better man. You know, he was in the military. He is a good person. He's made something of himself. He's got a good job. He's got a beautiful home. He's got a nice RV, a nice truck, a nice whatever. You know, they've got all this stuff. And what does Seth have? Nothing. He doesn't own his own home. He doesn't, which does not mean he's a bad person or he's not worth anything. I'm just saying, but these are all the things that he's probably jealous of Chris for. And so, you know, when people are, jealousy is an evil thing and can really make people do some pretty bad stuff. You know, if it wasn't for Chris, he probably thinks, oh, me and Katie would still be together and blah, blah, blah. I'd have my beautiful life with my, you know, sitting on my ass, letting my wife support me, you know.
Again, I can't. I can't think like that because it's a foreign concept to me. You know, I am just flabbergasted, befuddled. Like, what the hell? He knew. I don't know if it's weird to know exactly how much a house goes for your exes. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I agree, Vic. I mean, he could have had the same thing. I've been side-eyeing for a hot minute. There's several of us that we just were quiet about it. We didn't say anything.
Yeah.
We talked amongst each other and like, hey, did this seem odd to you? Did that seem odd to you?
Yeah, not me. Big mouth comes out and says everything that I'm thinking.
Like, listen, you gave the rest of us some courage to be able to walk up and be like, yeah, I see where she's coming with that.
And I'm trying not to accuse him of anything, but just some of the stuff that he does really makes your mind wander a little bit. And I don't think of myself as kind of like the conspiracy kind of, you know, I usually like to see things with an open mind, and I believe I'm pretty smart, you know. And I felt bad when I was thinking that stuff about Seth, because I was like, well, this is kind of the stuff that we always fight against, you know, all these stupid ideas about, you know, but he's really been making me side-eye him.
I think he did, Rongo. I think it was something about that was just another time that she ruined my life.
Yeah. I try to have compassion for the guy too, because he lost his son, but how much compassion can you have for somebody when they're just a piece of shit like this?
Well, I don't. Again, I think he's sloppy. I think he's grasping. He's flailing. I don't really think he's a piece of shit yet. I mean, but that's my opinion. I mean,
he needs professional help.
I would agree with that.
But then you've got, so probation violation in 2006, schedule, 4 drugs, less than a half ounce. And that was
a whole bunch of bullshit.
And then in 2011, so March of 2011.
And guess what? It's a bunch of bullshit that doesn't mean anything and doesn't have anything to do with Sebastian going missing. Absolutely nothing. What does Sebastian's stepdad's grandfather, or dad, you know what I'm saying? His stepdad's his grandpa, stepdad's dad, 40 fucking years ago have anything to do with him? The fuck is going on?
Stepdad's stepfather.
Right. Stepdad's stepfather 40 fucking years ago, you dumb fucking bitch. Like I don't like to even be like that, but I just feel like this is fucking right here. This is just obviously 50,000 views. Why else would they not put this kind of stupid shit out? That don't even mean shit. That doesn't have nothing to do with nothing. Just to start more shit and more rumors and make more people not fucking like Chris and Katie. It's irritating as fuck to me. Then check this out. Not only do they do this, not only does she do this, then she turns around and does this kind of shit right here. She puts this call out. She puts this out. I probably have the missing piece to the puzzle. Some weird shit, some fucking weird ass theory going on here. Then she goes up here and goes into these pictures where you can see all these different pictures of different things that she's got saved, you know. Then we go into the call that she has to play. She's got to play this call.
He's pulling into the garage. He's skipping, and he looks happy, and he's running up to the front door, but then he doesn't go in the front door, and he skips back down the sidewalk and into the garage, but looks really happy. Mm-hmm. I did not visually see him on Friday with the camera, but Sunday with my camera, but that was when I asked my husband asked the police, did you see who took that trash down? Was that Sebastian? Mm-hmm. And they said yes, because in this neighborhood, if you want your trash picked up on Monday morning, you got to take it down there Sunday.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you guys saw on your camera.
And right after school on Friday, on my video, about somewhere around 3 o'clock, get the mail on Friday. Okay. Then they evidently had been out on.
So she plays this fucking call while she's at it. Then she plays, then she plays Duchess. See, she's got Duchess's clip. This is Duchess right here. Our Duchess. She's got her fucking clip up here. Listen to this.
Who went missing, can walk everybody through that and what led up to you finding out.
Real quick, too, if I could have a mod put in Duchess's channel so that we can credit her for this live stream, please. For this clip, I mean. Okay, we'll go ahead.
Out that Sebastian was missing.
Yeah. Sunday morning, I'll just start at the morning. Sunday morning, we got up and I made a fun breakfast for us. Spaghetti pancakes. Google it, y'all. We FaceTime family while we were eating so he could brag because that's something he likes to do. And
then she has nerve to fucking sit and play Katie. This just works my fucking nerve right off because, listen, you can hear the pain in her voice. You can hear the pain in her fucking voice.
Oh, yes.
Her voice is shaking while she's talking about her, you know what I'm saying, her son. It pisses me off. Gypsy Soul, she says, in my opinion, Seth had him taken two scorned exes. Nina gets Faith and he gets Seb because they would look unfit. Seth set up everything with Nina. He thought Katie would run back to him once he was found by Seth, but this got bigger than planned. Well, I mean, you know, I'm down for other people's opinions. I honestly, I think, in my opinion, I think Sebastian left on his own, or was coerced with a video, like from somebody he played video games with by chance. I don't know. I don't think any of his parents. I don't think Seth hurt him or took him. I don't think Chris or Katie had anything to do with him being gone. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame either set of parents or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And I had those feelings too, but I reeled myself back in, and I really don't believe that they did this. I don't think Seth is smart enough to do it, really. After I thought about it.
I'm with you, ladies. I'm like,
No. Hey, Roro.
Hey. I'm not gonna pop off and get mad because it takes too much energy and this bitch don't need any. But I hope somebody tells her, can I just drag her a little bit, Queen? Just a little bit,
Yes.
please. Just let me
Girl,
drag the
I was so
fuck
fucking
out
mad
of
about
her.
this. I was like, I really wasn't. I debated on whether to say anything or not, but I was like,
I'm not gonna raise my voice. I'm not gonna raise my voice. But you are one stupid cunt. You dumbass. Let me tell you something about kids and autism and other. It's not just autistic children. Sometimes incontinence briefs are worn
for so many other reasons other
exactly
for
exactly,
dignity.
exactly.
For dignity.
And they give the child a sense of security because that might be a fear of theirs. He was also in therapy, you dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. Oh, God. I'm so mad that I'm literally, I started crying. I was like, every day something worse comes out. Something worse comes out. Something worse comes out. And it's always the same motherfucking source, man. And I'm sorry. I'm real sorry. I don't know if he had anything to do with Sebastian going missing, but you can be a total piece of shit and have a missing child. To do this to a man that put a roof over your child's head. It's your child, right, Seth? Right? Put food in his belly. Gave you so much grace the last, 92, 93 days? Has given, oh my God. And you continually shit and shit and shit and shit and shit on, you shit on your own son. And then you've got creators like this. Look, I'm going to tell you what, you sub to her. No, hell no. Mm-mm. She did this shit in Summer Wells. She's a tragedy pimp. I can't stand her. But this right here, she started out with that damn title. I'm so sick and tired of hearing the D word used. Diapers. It's not a diaper, you bitch. My sister had to wear incontinence briefs. You stupid cunt.
You call them and attend. They attend to the person's need. Like, come on, there's a million different reasons.
So I guess Chris would have been a better person if Sebastian did have those issues caused from medication, caused from his chromosomal disorder, caused from his autism, caused from anything, any possible fucking thing. Anything. I guess Chris would have been better to say, "Buck it up, son. You're gonna wear boxers and be a man," and let him feel insecure and humiliated.
Right.
But I'm sorry. I'm done giving grace. I'm sorry. I hope your son comes back. But I stand on what I said that very first day I ever spoke out. Your hate for your ex-wife and anybody that she loves right now, that hate overrides any love you ever had for your son. And I'll say it all day. Because the actions, forget the words, because see, he's doing all this stuff behind the scenes. All this is behind the scenes. And all we see is him standing on the side of the road, you know, doing his kick and wiggle and screaming about his shoulder. But behind the scenes, what, now he's talking to Sweetie Pie Low? And wasn't Sweetie Pie Low, didn't she have a lot to say about the girlfriend, that Michaela or whatever? You know, Sweetie Pie Low was talking a lot about T-Rev's girlfriend and Michaela and all that. I don't watch her. I just knew that when the call came out, she mentioned Sweetie Pie Low. Your hands are messy, bitch. You are a nasty ass tragedy pimp. And I swear to God, Chris, I swear to you, I will donate. I will donate. I swear to God, I will donate. She's going to do it to the next family, and the next family, and the next family, and the next family. There's no limit. There's no stopping them. But I ain't even looked at chat. I'm going to hop back down. Because seriously, I don't want to cry. When I get this mad, I just want to cry. And it makes
no,
me
it's sick. It's ridiculous. This kind of shit right here pisses me off so goddamn bad.
This is when I want to punch people in the throat. You know, like I want to seriously like do some physical things. Like, you know, I mean, I'm not going to, of course, but you know, you get that mad where you just anything to just shut them up. This is the grossest. I don't know. Seth, what's left? What is left is what I want to know. Because you gave this to Sweetie Pie, is what you did. I mean, let's just be real. How low are you willing to go? What is the end? How bad do you want to hurt Katie and Chris? How bad do you want to hurt them? I'd love to know that answer. But but anyway, I just came up here to say that because I can't even. I'm gonna have to step back. This is just too much. It's gross. Sweetie Pie Low, you're such a piece of fucking shit, man. You are gross as fuck. Why don't you go mentor Ziggy some more? Yeah, you did that for a little bit too, didn't you, bitch? Sorry. I'm gonna hop down. I didn't yell. But
I agree with you, Rowena.
I mean, it hurts my heart, man, because the Sebastian is out there, and I truly believe he is. He's gonna hear all this. Yeah, one day he's gonna. If he don't hear it next week, if he don't hear it next year, he'll hear it one day in his life, and he'll know what his own dad did to him. Not strangers on the internet, but somebody that's supposed to love and trust. And you know what kills me is we were over in Burnt Toast tonight. And, you know, Shani and she was going over Shani and everything. And it was so true what she said. Children, no matter the abuse in the family or whatever, they love their parents. It's unconditional love. They love their parents. Sebastian loves Seth. Sebastian loves Katie and he loves Chris. And he's going to be heartbroken. And that is so sad to me. I cry for Sebastian. Not for that fuck. Sorry. Just not. Sweetie Pie Low, I swear to God, I hope that Chris owns that motherfucking house by the time he's done with you. God, I hope he does. You got a nice house, bitch. This is ridiculous. But I'm gonna hop down. I've said too much. That's why I need to pop off in private. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for letting me come back, Queen. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Bye, bro.
It's okay, Roro. Thank you for coming up. And I'm sorry. I guess I should have put a trigger warning with this. And I was so fucking mad when I heard this. I was pissed. Amy, you're up here with us. How are you?
Hi, how are you? No, how do you know the self account isn't people, how people make up fake accounts? You know what I mean?
Like
How
a
do you
troll
know?
account?
Yeah, how do you know this is a troll account?
Sweetie Pilo has a channel with over 50,000 subscribers, baby. She's got a
Yeah.
big channel.
How do you know it's the real Seth, though?
What do you mean?
Because some people make up fake accounts in Seth's name. How do you know
Seth isn't on her. Seth isn't on her panel or anything, honey. This is just her reading over Chris Proudfoot. Or his. This is her reading over Chris Proudfoot's stepdad's charges from over 40 years ago. She's reading it off of a public document. Then she played Duchess's live stream and another phone call. She does say in the beginning that she has a private source, which it did come out. You know, it did come out that she was talking to Seth behind the scenes. However, neither of them have came out and said that themselves. You know what I mean? Like, they neither have said that or admitted.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Queen.
You're welcome, baby. Thank you for coming up.
Okay. Oh, did you get my message?
And Groovy Jimmy, you're up here too. What's up?
Oh no! What y'all talking about tonight?
Kenny, did you get my message?
What'd you say, Amy? Say that again, baby.
Did you get my message?
No, I didn't, honey.
You know who is saying that? She was drinking while she was having sex. Isn't that?
Yeah.
That's disgusting, right?
No, that was just an immature idiot like rapper.
No, I'm talking about you know who. The person is not on.
Honey, I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm talking about the person that just came up here and yelled in your ear. I'm sorry, honey.
She said that Katie was drinking while she was having.
Are you talking about Betty? Betty said that they're drinking. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about Katie. She goes, I think she might be drinking while she was having
Talking about
sex.
Katie? Yeah, she accused Katie of drinking and being a drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that too, baby.
That's awful.
It is. But you know what? Look at who it's coming from. She's awful, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bye, Queen.
Bye, baby doll. Thank you for coming up and hanging out.
No problem.
That drinking thing was another thing that came from Seth.
Yep, that was another bullshit accusation that came from him.
Mm-hmm.
We were laughing and joking on FaceTime and having a good time with that. After breakfast, we got a call to go pick up our niece and go take her to meet up. So we did that. We went and picked her up, and we met her mom at BJ's, and we were there with family members. We come home and put our groceries away, and then a little bit later we went to the bowling alley, a local bowling alley here, and we played games. And then and this is just Bubba and I, and we went to dinner, just the two of us, and then come home. He took the trash out because that's his chore, and he come in and he was playing in his room until bedtime. And at bedtime, you know, I told him, I said, hey, Bubba, it's time to go to bed. And he goes, okay, good night, Mama, I love you. And then he said goodnight to his puppies, and he went to bed.
Okay, and walk me through.
Hang on, I want to interrupt real quick. So what she talks about there with the whole goodnight routine. First of all, I have a 15-year-old son. No, he is not autistic, but in my experience, he is the type that loves to like stay up late. And when I go in and I say, okay, good night, Malik, I love you. Like, it's like, okay, see ya, Mom. And then he's still going to be gaming or doing whatever it is he wants to do for the next couple hours.
And I'm sure Sebastian probably did the same thing.
Hence the thud.
Right.
Duh.
Yeah, any parent knows your kid don't always go right to bed and go right to sleep.
These people are out here acting like this thud is some fucking... Yeah, that's it. There it is. That's the lynch. You don't even know what the thud was. How do you know it wasn't him knocking a fucking book off the nightstand? His mom said he was reading, he liked the Minecraft chapter books.
Right.
Seth told us he liked anime. How do you know he didn't have an anime book? Some of those anime hardback books, those are heavy. And again, I go back to, I don't know. I don't open... After the age of 4, I knock on all doors if there's somebody on the other side of it. So, I mean, take your chances if you're brave enough to walk into a 15-year-old's bedroom.
Right.
All on your own. You deserve whatever. You deserve the fact that you didn't think to knock first.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what she was trying to say there, that she has a teenager that doesn't actually go right to sleep. I don't understand what she's trying to say.
Yeah,
You know, all of us have had teenagers know that they don't go right to sleep when they go to bed.
Pecan makes a great point. So if, you know, if Katie were such a mastermind, then why didn't she just omit the thud?
Right? But like I said last night, you know, Gray Hughes says there always has to be a boogeyman. And that's the truth. There always has to be a boogeyman or they're not going to make any money.
You're right on that, Cheesy. You are so right on that. And given that we have one out here making everybody the boogeyman, I mean... Terry Dean. Okay, let me go up. Damn it. Hang on, I'm trying to... Oh, like Seth would have checked on the thud? Well, here's the problem with that. Seth wouldn't have even been home. Seth would have been at work and calling to say at 2 a.m. to say, hey, it's time to go to bed. His words, not mine. And I thought the same thing. I thought maybe it was a window closing. But, I mean, I'm sure law enforcement would have, you know, dusted for... And we don't even know if it's on the first floor or the second floor. Well, listen, some of y'all might know. I don't know. So, I mean, I've always wondered that if he didn't go out a window and if the window doesn't, you know, if it was a case. Go ahead.
Sorry. They said that if he would have went out the window, there's a bush or something underneath it. They would have seen that.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, there's something right outside the window. Don't quote me on it, but I think it was a bush or something. And so they would have...
You would have been able to see that the bush was crushed.
Right. So that gets rid of the window theory.
Here's my other thought about going outside after dark. Seth has admitted to leaving him home alone, correct? We don't know that Sebastian didn't go outside at his dad's house after dark.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Well, well, all of us who have been 15 know that we snuck out of our parents' house at one time or another thinking we were cool or whatever. It wasn't to run away. It was just to, we thought we were cool going out at night because we were always told we had to be in before dark or whatever, It's a normal thing for a 15-year-old. And yeah, maybe he did it a bazillion times and came back, nothing ever happened. Or maybe this was the first time. We don't know. They said, oh, he's never snuck out or he's never done this. But, we know all of us never did until we did, This could have been the first time he ever did it. And then people sit there and say, well, you slept through it. What the hell, And it's like, okay, we're human. We sleep sound, I'm a person that can sleep through tornadoes. When my kids were born, we put the baby monitor on my husband's side of the bed because I was a sound sleeper. We were afraid I wouldn't hear the baby. So we kept it on his side of the bed so we knew he'd hear it. Granted, as a mother, I became a little bit of a lighter sleeper most of the time, but when they were babies, but yeah. Now I can sleep through a tornado again, though.
Oh, girl, when I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah.
It's just getting to go to sleep. Getting myself calmed down, shut down enough to be able to lay there and
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all put me to sleep last night. You and Burnt Toast in the conversation, and I don't mean it in a bad way. I meant it in a comfortable sort of way.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It was just kind of cool to listen to you guys and the way the conversation rolled, and all I could think was we're gonna turn her into True Crime Toasty,
right? Well, you see, she's back again tonight in the chat. So
Toasted True Crime. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I mean, and the other thing that we also just learned recently was that Seth has now admitted to setting him up a Gmail account.
Right.
It makes me wonder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, okay, so I go back to the conversation that we had. It started with Chris and Katie, and then Chris came up like a couple nights later, and we had him up here when he explained.
Hold on, Deborah said, "What's the link to come up?" The link is pinned at the top. You can hit the link at the top. I'm sorry, I had to. Give me 1 second.
It's okay.
Yeah, we're putting on TikTok. Tony's live. Give me 1 second. Here we go. I'm turning it on.
Cool.
Oh, is this a new one? So you gotta be quiet while she does this.
That's okay. I was just helping to try to fill the long pause.
Same here.
Didn't really have anything to say.
Same here.
I just missed you guys because I didn't get to come play all day. God, it's a lot of work trying to sell a house.
That's why a lot of times I like to come up here because I'm a talker. So if she ever has dead air, I can fill it in pretty good.
Okay, so the ring, it was too dark, Chris explained. And I get that because I can go out, I can look out my back door and see stars. Like I can walk outside at night and look up and still see like the Milky Way and the Big Dipper and all that shit, right? I live where it's very dark. And then the street lights that we do have, they're the ones that shine like straight down so that they have like zero light pollution. So I get what it's like. And I grew up in the country. She can't see the link. I don't know, close chat and reopen it again. Sometimes it, so if you dismiss it, when you come in and if you dismiss it, it'll go away. But if you close chat and open it back up again, it'll come up.
Yeah.
So like I can understand because, like, several people in my neighborhood have the ring cams, and I asked, how does that work with all of the deer that we have? Because we have deer that roam around all night long. And I know this because they've eaten all the flowers that I've planted. So, like, how does that, I had to ask, and I asked a couple of neighbors. I'm like, and they said, well, you know, sometimes at night, if it's, you know, if it's really, if we don't have the porch light on, or, you know, the ring camera is not, it's not the best one, but it's, you know, so all that stuff can be different. And then I heard two loonies, the one that, you know, endorsed the, that was a registered Native American, and the other one that was up there that was, well, yes, the Nana lady that are all from BJ's. I heard them on another channel talking about the lock and being like the numbers, right? Like the push button, and they're like, well, there should have a brain to it. Look, I got one of those locks on my house. There is no way to record when it was open, when it was not locked. It is not a smart lock. It's just a numerical keypad lock.
Right.
Oh, yours doesn't register cats, but it goes off for dogs, deer, and moose. That's cool, Kia. I want to see the moose footage you have. Could have a dude come piss on him. Why does it have to be a dude? Why can't I pee on it? Like, I'm not above peeing in a container and dumping it on my flowers. Is that gonna stop it? Like, so far I've used CDs. I've used hair in stockings and tied that around the planters. And I have used that deer's blood or rabbit's blood, whatever that spray stuff is. Anyway, and they've just eaten them all. They ate everything.
Marigolds. Deer don't like marigolds.
Has to be a dude. Okay.
My cemetery baskets, I put marigolds on each corner, and they leave the flowers alone.
The male testosterone. Thank you. All right. Well,
Father Randy Harris a few days ago, and I knew that the cloning of his phone was coming, and it became public today, and all of his friends and family see that his phone was back online. So, you know, everybody was freaking out about that, and he asked me to come over and explain why everybody was seeing his phone and social media accounts come back online.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
So, you know, we've, over in that case, you heard a lot of people talk early about, you know, U.S. Marshals, Texas Rangers, Secret Service, and everybody was curious as to why people like the Secret Service were involved. And you start seeing phones getting cloned, and that kind of explains that.
Yep.
But you guys know, I don't know if you guys understand why that would be important. You know, if you're connected to Wi-Fi, your iPhone is going to project to your iPad. Well, if the iPad was powered down or it wasn't connected to Wi-Fi, the last 10 to 20 to 30 minutes, there wouldn't be any kind of information on that iPad. But if you clone that phone, you have everything that happened right up till the phone went down.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's a big deal.
So did they find anything credible on that, or have they said yet?
Oh, you know, they won't release any of that.
A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for your location.
That's Delta. I figured out where I'd heard that voice before. It's Delta, the one that gives me the weather alerts on my phone.
I think
the storm is in your kitchen.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, hey, Tone, I said, what are you doing, babysitting Joe Biden?
Yeah, because he was just a jabbering earlier.
Yay!
Yay!
Spartan, you're asking a question about Caleb. I think as far as movement goes, I think getting this phone cloned would be considered real movement. I don't think we'll ever get to know what they've recovered there that they didn't already have, but I think it's definitely what I would call a break in the case. At least a break in the evidence, let's put it that way.
And how's his dad doing?
Randy is, like I told him over there, it's two completely different dynamics. He's got a very large family, a very large church congregation, and the strength that Randy and Becky have through their faith is just mind-boggling. So, you wouldn't know if he wasn't doing good, but he's definitely doing good. We still speak daily, and a lot of people think that I've abandoned them or whatever. Couldn't be further from the truth. There's just nothing for me to do over there right now.
Well, no, that's understandable.
Yeah, wasn't it you that I put on the phone with Randy just so he could squash all that?
Yes, it was me.
Okay, Joe.
There he goes
Calm down, Joe. We get it. He's campaigning already.
Yeah, no kidding. That's his debate speech.
Yes.
Sounds pretty powerful to me.
He knows what his plans are.
Is it true what they say on TV? Does he fall in now and then?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not quite as much as old Joe, but yeah.
Okay.
He likes ice cream too.
Oh, he's wrong. Yeah.
But Tony, I'm really glad to hear that you and Steven are working together with his search. You're helping him out, looking at his graphs and different things.
Well, I mean, Henrietta, let's face it. Steven and I got to be friends pretty early on, and it was all the bad creators that drove a wedge in between us. And if you noticed, when he was out there doing everything he could do to do damage control, you never heard me say anything, never even mention his name, because I felt bad for what he was dealing with, but I didn't have any problem with him. I just thought that it was terrible that he tried to do something to help and then got slaughtered for doing it.
Yeah, it was a really bad deal for him.
I mean, Shane can tell you this. You hear all these people say, well, the law enforcement is not going to talk to just any old civilian off the streets. Well, that's complete bullshit. I can give you situations where, first off, they report to the citizens. That's the first thing you got to keep in mind. Yep. Second thing I'll tell you is we had a situation in the other case where a law enforcement officer was actually communicating with somebody that was a friend of the family, and they shouldn't have been doing it, but they were doing it. And it lasted for about a month in text back and forth before we found out and shut it down. So, they can either do it because they owe it to a citizen, or they can do it because they're not doing something right. But to say that law enforcement will not talk to somebody not affiliated with the case, that's just not true. It just depends from one law enforcement location to the next.
That's correct.
I mean, I can tell you right now, I grew up in Joplin, Missouri, and we had an old black guy named J.D. Love, and he was a police officer there in Joplin. And we'd get out there and getting a little rough or whatever, and he would pick us up. Instead of taking us to jail, he'd take us home. They do all kinds of things that don't seem to be protocol. If we got to acting up, and then we go out to the baseball park the next day, he'd come out there at the ballpark and he'd tell our parents what we were up to that was no good. So You know, these guys have some latitude to do what they want to do.
We, just so you know, Tony, it's, well, you know this already, but I was going to say that you don't hear about the thousands of things that law enforcement does do that's good.
Yeah.
You only hear about everybody talking about the one cop out of all those thousands that did something wrong.
Yep, that's right. That's right. We had a lot of guys that looked out for us young guys up in Joplin, Missouri, you know, and they had a bad rap too. But I can tell you, there's a lot of times where a guy, you know, have some drinks at the bar or whatever, and if he was a local, one of the cops might pull him over and find out that he had a little too much to drink, and instead of giving him a DUI, he'd drive him home and, you know, park his car in a parking lot, literally get in the guy's car, park it in the parking lot, and then drive the guy home and make sure he got home safe so his life wasn't ruined.
Yep.
That's what they do a lot of times with the kids here. You know, if they end up having a party and they've been drinking, they'll bring them to the parents because they know if they bring them to the parents, that's going to be 10 times worse. If you're brought home by a police officer, you definitely need to answer to your mom and dad.
You're exactly right. Now, I will tell you, when they pulled up to mom and dad's house, they pulled up with sirens of blaring and
Bullshit.
everything else. They wanted to make their point known.
Every good old boy has the same fucking story.
I'm not going to destroy a kid's life before it gets started if I can prevent it.
Well, let's think about this, Shane. Let's just say, you know, you and I are both 45 years old, and we both have kids that are in that, you know, 20 to 22 range or whatever. Well, you know that if you pop that kid with a DUI, that it's going to hurt me, the dad, more than it's going to hurt him.
Absolutely.
So, you know, you're thinking about that as a dad of a teenager to 21-year-old, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the whole repercussions of it all.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Spartan, you're right. That's not like the old days at all.
I had my daughter that was broke down, and she was about 30 miles from home. It was during the day, but the state trooper stopped, you know, wanting to know if she was okay. She explained where she lived, gave her driver's license, and he talked to us on the phone. We weren't in the area, and he advised that he was bringing her home and that we could get the car later.
Yeah, that's nice. You guys know that I travel a lot, like, you know, 50 to 60,000 miles a year just for work.
Oh my gosh.
And I can tell you that there's been many times I've been on Interstate 29 going north. I've been over on Interstate cutting through North Dakota, and I've seen a trooper with somebody had a flat on the highway side, the driver's side, and he's got the family out and let them come back and sit in his car while he's out there changing a flat on the dangerous side of the highway. I've seen it dozens of times.
But see, people don't, you know, they don't hear about that.
Yeah, you're right.
I've never had any police encounters. Except for with my grandfather. Is my mom in here? What was he? Oh, he was the chief of police for Harveysburg.
Cool.
Yeah, I've never had any outside of family members. Never had any personally, but
me either.
I mean, I've been pulled
I
over
do have
for
family members.
Well,
Oh yeah, I mean a ticket, but
when my son ran away and we got him back home and he was still trying to act stupid, I did call the police on him just to teach him a lesson. And it was a lesson learned. But anyway, they were really kind to me, took really good care of me. And I can't say anything bad about the way either one of us were handled. They were very gentle with him. and very, kind and soft-spoken. And when they were putting him in handcuffs, they told me, "Now, come on, Mom, come back here with me. You don't want to see this." And I thought that was just very loving and tender. So that's my one encounter.
Look at the scrutiny these guys are.
That was your one encounter with the police, you said?
Yeah, I don't think I've had it anymore, other than working with them and having them in my family.
Uh-huh. You sure
If
about
I've if I've ever been pulled over, my hands are on the steering wheel.
that?
Both
Wait a
of
minute.
them.
Didn't you say you were approached for solicitation?
Oh yeah, there was that time too, but they were nice too. They were laughing. They knew they hated doing it, but they all laughed at us. They were pretty funny.
Did they buy a sweeper?
No, but they did bring us soda.
Well, yeah, they saw how much money you made, so they were like, "Man, you better buy her something to drink."
Do you know the crap part about it? I didn't sell not one vacuum cleaner because I didn't have it in me to do the demonstration and suck people out of money.
I'll
So
be
I
right
didn't
back,
make any
guys.
money.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
Kayla, my mom still has, and my grandma, they still have the Kirby vacuum cleaners. And do you know how heavy those damn things are?
They are, but do you know they work?
Yeah, but Lord have mercy.
I had my grandma's, and then I think, it don't matter who ended up with it. That was years ago, but I had hers. What was funny, Mom? Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, talking about like old things.
All right. Well, while that bitch is gone, we'll just talk some shit here. Because his bitch ass said, I'll be right back. He does that when I think somebody along the lines of Bullhorn says something to him like, "Hey, you're being streamed by such and such, such and such, such and such." And then he jumps off. Dog the bounty hunter, said Kirby's.
Okay, so here's my question. Generally that's one of the first things that law enforcement do is clone the phone if they have access, and they go through all of that. So why is Tony saying, "Oh, this is for law enforcement's doing their job"? And if it's taking time,
at the top. You need to hit pause on your YouTube, push pause on your YouTube, and then click the link at the top of this chat that says StreamYard. It'll bring you up here. It gives you an opportunity to change your name, turn your mic on, and your camera off. It's real easy.
Toast said there's not enough eye rolls for this. I know.
The cops used to take us all home. Every fucking parent tells their kid that. Like, come on now. We've heard that story. I heard that story a million fucking times.
Well, back in the old days, back in the 80s or whatever, they used to do that stuff.
Right. They don't just 2024. Your ass is going to jail, punk. Come on.
Yeah, these days they don't do that shit.
Well, if you have an iPhone, it might have a block on it. You might have to push OK or give it permission. I'm not sure how that works, but the StreamYard link to come up should be pinned, but I will drop it again in the chat just in case. I don't know why it wouldn't work for you, but here it is again. I'm talking to some Deborah something. Let me see her. Deborah
Bird.
Oh, so let me go back up here. Okay. Deborah Bird. Okay. All right. We'll see if he's back on here now. Talking finally.
Shane, say something. Shane.
Yeah.
How come, hey Kayla, how come you're the only one that's got that blue box that lights up? Are you
I'm
special or
not.
something?
No, I watched yours lights up when you talk.
I don't see anything lighting up.
Mine lights up.
Yours lights up. Mine lights up.
I honestly don't give two shits what any of these people got to say because I don't give a fuck about their opinion.
Right, they're just dumb.
Yeah, they're just chit chatting like we do. You know what I mean? Like they're chit chatting the same as we are.
But everything we say is important. Everything we say is just so important and so smart, though.
Well, good night, Miss Brittany. I hope you have a good night, love. Hey, Deborah, how are you?
Hey, girl, I am so sorry I'm not tech savvy like that shit, but you know.
No, that's why I was trying to explain it to you a little bit so you had a little bit to go. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of had an idea of what to do.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I got a couple of ideas about the situation with us, Seth and Katie and everything. Okay.
Spill it, girl.
What if, just what if, Sebastian sat back, heard a conversation between Katie and Chris over the phone, bitching about him, okay, and he decided, okay, maybe I'm a problem. I'm going to wait till they all go to sleep. Everybody's quiet in the house. I know how to get the hell out. I'm just going to walk the hell out the door. And nobody's going to find me. And I talked it over with a friend of mine. I have a best friend that has an autistic problem, just like he does, and the spectrum is just as high as his. And we had a conversation. It was like, well, how would he survive? If he went out to the woods, how would he do it? And she was going through step by step with me how he would be able to do it. You know, find streams, find berries, find this, that, and the other that he might have saw while he had his iPad or whatever he was going through just as a kid, as a 15-year-old kid. He's gone through school. He's gone through science. He's gone through, you know, history. He's kind of getting a fitting on what it's going to be like to be into the woods a little bit. So what if possibly he thought he could make it on his own and walked out that door? And another suggestion I thought that after all this bullshit that's come out with Seth and Katie and the, what is it? The, oh shit, that child.
Yeah.
The CPS reports that have came out between both of them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now.
Oh, the affidavit you mean from the DV and stuff, the arrest and the, okay, yeah.
Exactly. Going back to all of that, you know, and I sat there and I thought about it. Well, wait a minute. There's a custody going on somewhere between Katie and Seth before the summer is up.
No.
No?
No.
Okay. I got that misunderstood then. I thought there was a custody somewhere going up with him and Katie.
No, Chris and his prior wife are going through a custody. Sebastian was transitioning from Chris and Katie, his mom and stepdad, to his father's house, to Seth's house.
Okay.
Yeah, Sebastian was supposed to be going to stay the summer with him and then start the school year there to be homeschooled. So what I was thinking was he's probably overwhelmed that he's got to go stay with his dad. With everything going on and everything that's came out, his dad's not the perfect dad like he claims to be. You know what I'm saying? Like he's, in my opinion, it's like, oh shit, reality's close and I got to go over here and live. You know what I'm saying? And maybe he did hear his mom talking. Or maybe Katie was upset and didn't want him to go. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, if I leave, I won't have to go. All I could think was, you know, something like that might have happened. And then he was taking advantage, like taking while he was, you know, outside walking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just something like that happened. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm just saying, like, in my opinion, that's.
Yeah, or maybe Katie decided to say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna protect my son. I'm going to protect my son. And you know what? No one's got to freaking know about it.
No.
No.
The way it sounded was that they had a very good relationship as far as letting Sebastian go over there as much as he wanted and stuff like that. And they were very supportive of Seth in the beginning of this, talking very good about him. I don't think any of that kind of stuff happened.
But
Okay.
considering the fact that he's went out there and tried to like undermine the law on getting a gun, for instance, he knew damn well he couldn't get that damn gun on his name because of the fact that California confiscated his guns for a DV.
That's not correct either.
I think it is. They did take his guns from him, yeah.
Right, but
They
he
did.
still has one.
But he does still have his, because we've seen it on the video. It's in the crack of his ass.
Right. So that would happen automatically in California, but once everything resolves,
yeah, he got him
during
back. I'm pretty sure. I think it was just for the you know what I'm talking about, the initial
during the
report.
DV, yes. Well, during all of that, because
Seth said himself though that he never got his guns back in California.
Yeah,
he did say that.
So he never did get him back.
That's some shady shit right there.
Not necessarily.
What?
Maybe he wasn't ambitious enough to go get them. You know,
I don't know if they didn't give him back for a reason. Maybe he shouldn't have had one, but because of the time, you know what I'm saying, state to state, they didn't even realize that.
I have a DV charge against me, 16 actually, and I have no problem saying that online or anywhere. And I know for a fact I can't have no guns, no ammo, no knives, no nothing in my possession of like 1,000 yards. So when you already have that type of charge against you, you can never have something against. You can never have that in your possession federally, no, let alone a state. That's federal. You can't have that.
Ma'am, I understand that your charges are that, but this Seth is a corrections officer, ma'am. So obviously it didn't go anywhere in California, and I understand California has different laws than Tennessee does, but Seth also works for law enforcement, ma'am. So
he's a deputy sheriff. Yeah.
Somebody must have did their background check then. Because if they had, he would have never been able to have that. Because I can't get a job right now. Even after I had my first charge against me, I still could not go and get a type of job like that.
Well, I imagine if he's a corrections officer, they checked him out ear hole to asshole.
California, you got to think about it.
Honey, it doesn't mean that he got any charges put against him for that. You can be accused of something and not be charged of it.
Maybe.
No, that's provable.
I don't know. Ever since Seth has came out and has done his questionable things and things that have come out that has, like the CPS reports, for instance, against him personally. I mean, all of this has been questionable on both ends, actually. But this poor child has been caught into a situation where he felt like, wait a minute, I got to get the hell out of this situation. Maybe he decided to just say, screw you all. I'm going to do this on my own.
Or he was just a little 15-year-old that just did what he thought that he wanted to do. He thought he was being cool and wanted to go outside after dark and by himself and got into trouble, you know.
Or maybe he was lured outside.
Or that.
That too, because of the fact that he has not surfaced since. Someone has helped him. I believe someone has helped him. And someone is keeping quiet. I don't feel like this boy has just like dropped off the face of the earth and it's just someone's just did away with him. I don't believe that. Considering that everything that's come out so far with the CPS reports on both ends and You can't tell me that this boy hasn't heard nothing in between all of this. That house is small. Even my kids in the long run would tell you, yeah, I heard mom and dad bitch about this, that, and the other, even though they thought we were behind closed doors and we didn't hear them. They heard everything. So he heard everything that was going on. And maybe he thought in the back of his mind, I can just, you know, take care of it if I did away with myself. And like I said, I have an autistic friend of mine. She's a very best friend of mine. Same spectrum as him. And they're very smart. And she can live up there on her own in the woods if she had to. And not come out for 20 years.
Well, but that's also that's an adult female. That's not a 15-year-old boy. He also, as we've talked to his mother, and she said that, you know, he's not a big fan of outdoors, not a big fan of bugs. Kind of likes it inside where things are all kind of more of an inside kid. I don't see him willingly, no matter what were so awful, just going and doing. But it's, I mean.
But if you put yourself in a situation, if you heard, say for instance, okay, you put yourself, you're a 15-year-old. You might not like the bugs, okay? And I talked this over with her as well. You don't, and she's the same way. She doesn't like bugs. She's a particular way. She doesn't like going out with her shoes. She doesn't like going out with a jacket, regardless of how warm or cold it is. She wants a jacket. She wants her hoodie. That's who she is. That's how she is. And I get that from her. And I'm like,
so you're basing this on he heard something, honey. We don't even know that he heard something.
You know what? Maybe. Because think about it. If Katie took him out for a nice afternoon and evening and they went back home and everything was fine, and she's on the phone with her husband, Chris, and they're talking, okay, and they're having a nice conversation. And
You
all
are
of a
doing
sudden,
I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with a lot of assumptions. I'm just not. I'm not comfortable with that. You're putting a lot of assumptions on, and we have had a conversation with all three of us on panel up here. We're here when Chris and Katie came up together, and then Chris come up on his own. And I get. I'm just not comfortable with that. But I'll go ahead and shut up, and you can talk with the rest of them.
well, I was just wondering whether or not if he heard an argument or a situation between Katie and Chris over the phone that he felt like he had to leave.
Well, we won't know until he's found. We won't know that, you know.
We just don't know. That's a situation that we will never know. And, you know, there's been a situation where he's like, I'm allergic to grass, this, that, and the other. Okay, well, I'm allergic to grass, but that doesn't mean that I won't go out in the front yard without no shoes. It just means I can't go in the front yard without wearing a mask because I'm allergic to grass. It's going to clog me up. It's going to make me stuffy. It doesn't mean you're going to break out in hives and stuff like that. It just means you can't breathe all that well sometimes. And maybe in his mind of thinking as a 15-year-old is what I'm saying. He's trying to exclude himself from the problem for a moment. Just a moment. Maybe he just thought
it's hard for us to know. We won't know till he's found, honey. We won't know any of that.
Exactly. And that's why I'm just saying this is just another thought instead of just thinking, you know, maybe Chris or Katie or Self did something to him. Not necessarily physically, but maybe mentally.
Chris and Seth weren't even there. And they've been cleared, and the police said the parents all of them are cooperating, so
right, maybe mentally something was going on that we don't know.
To sit and say maybe this, maybe this, maybe that, maybe this, it's not gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's not
right.
It's not gonna help anything. It's not really gonna make it, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really make any difference at this point. He's gone at this, and we don't know where he is. So it doesn't really matter if they had an argument, if you heard something, you know?
But it could be just a hope that he could still be alive. Just living in the woods somewhere. He's just alive somewhere.
I don't know. We don't know. We don't know if he is or if he isn't. We don't know. You know,
I hope he is.
That's
I
a
got
hope.
a good feeling he is.
That's
alive.
a hope. That's a hope.
Yeah.
That's all I was just trying to bring. Is just a hope that maybe.
Yeah.
Instead of just a downer that maybe he's just no longer here no more, but maybe he's just a hope.
Yeah.
I fully believe that he is out there. Law enforcement hasn't found any scientific forensic evidence to point us into anything other than he went out the front door. So I firmly have held on to. I believe he was lured away. I believe he had more internet access than what two of his parents knew. He has three parents. I believe one parent probably gave him more internet. You gave him the ability to have more internet access.
Absolutely
And
believe that too.
That's where I sit on it. I don't want to go anywhere other than that. I mean, I mean, one day maybe we will be able to, but I'm gonna stick with that, because speculating on all of this other stuff, it doesn't help find this kid.
Right.
It doesn't help.
Just brings hope, though.
Yeah, we all have hope. That's why it's important to get his picture out there.
Well, Queen, thank you so much for allowing me to come up and speak what I thought.
No problem, baby. You're welcome. I appreciate you coming up.
Love you so much. See you later.
Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
What?
That's what they're showing on fucking that TikTok shit. That's nothing I really care to give a
This
fuck.
the whole pimping out thing would be
They're
all
wild over
depending
there.
on who the transaction went through with.
Well, the madam's not here today yet. She was earlier. She's the one that sets the prices, so we were going pretty cheap too.
Yeah, so that's the shit they're doing over there. When obviously TikTok tard's gone, so. Hey, Kay, what up?
What's up?
What's happening, man?
Well, thank you for letting me up, but
What they're showing on fucking
oops, sorry.
shit. That's nothing
My
I
bad.
really care to give. Rookie move.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry about that. I want to say, like, I was listening to your voice. Yeah, I agree with her. Like, somebody had to have, like, let him out, you know? Because, I know I think he was very, very smart, and he could be capable of doing a lot of things. Possibly going out a window, possibly going through the front door, right? Perhaps. But I think, he was led. I really do.
Well, so law enforcement doesn't have any evidence that he's not, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's no, like, what you mean, like tech, computer and
Forensic.
stuff.
There's so far. I mean, everybody's a suspect. Nobody's a suspect. Everybody's a suspect, right? Until he's found. I mean,
yeah.
They have law enforcement's done their due diligence by checking cell records. They know where people were. I'm sure they know where the next level of the next layer of people were. The next layer of people were. You know what I mean? Anybody that was probably in their contacts, they've checked all of that out, right?
Kind of, but in these days, and then technology is pretty much one of the leading guns. I mean, for safe, in a way. I mean,
I'm sorry, I didn't quite understand what you said, sir. I apologize.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. I have a feeling that he had a way to, like, have access to, like, internet and stuff. And
you're talking about Sebastian. You think he had access to more internet, or the internet access? I think he had more internet access when, because Seth would go to work and leave him there, and he would use the internet.
Well, either all parents in this, but I think he did have access. That's what I'm gonna say. I think he did. Yep. And maybe more, because look, I know we're much older. We all three of us. I'm 50, but like, technology, I mean, is advanced so much differently than when we were younger. So, a child or teenager can get involved with some technology very easily, without our parents or our siblings to know. I mean, I feel that. I really do.
Totally, dude. I mean, most kids nowadays have a smartphone and they have a door to their bedroom.
Yeah,
And they don't
or
care if it's
ringtone.
a sibling. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I think that's where my mind goes to, that he was lured, because all three of those parents, I don't think it had really anything to do. I think this is way different, and it might be scarier when if something comes out. Hopefully for the best, not the worst. But I just, these days, I don't know anymore. I mean, it's scary. It's scary what these kids can be involved in and not even know it. And especially if they're, and not thing against parents, but if you're not watching your kids, I mean, what are you doing? But that's just my opinion. Queen. Well, she's not there.
It sounded like he had kind of a free for all with the internet at Seth's house. So,
well, you know what, Cheesy? The one thing I realized last night when I laid down to listen while you guys were still going over that interview, I picked up something that I didn't pick up last time. Chris told us at Seth's house he was a different kid than he was at theirs, and they had been rolling with it. That totally makes sense, because Seth, when we've heard what Seth has said, Seth acted like, well, I just did what I wanted to with him. Chris and Katie well knew it. It was said in that Web Sleuths interview. I had missed that before. So they knew that he was able to do different things.
He was smart. He's a smart kid.
It was very clear that they knew that he had a different lifestyle over there, that the games weren't on a reward system, that they just had them all over the place. He just had a free reign with them, right?
Okay. Yeah. Well. Yeah. And the kids in the gaming world, as we know it, right? So, this game. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm trying to understand. I'm not a big gamer. I mean, I know.
Well, no, I guess here's my question. Does anybody know if his Switch went to Seth's with him? Because my question would be, if the Switch went to Seth's with him, it could easily have been a thing that Seth taught him how to get internet access, right?
Yeah.
Most modems
Good question.
have the password either on the back or underneath of them.
Yep. Good question. I like how you think, Voices. I've been thinking the same thing, because
Dude, it's only every 4th Tuesday on the 7th month of the 8th year that it only happens, right? So, like, don't be. This only happens every once in a while.
Yep. I'm sorry about the noise. I'm rolling a cigarette, but I'm a web designer. I understand about certain platforms and stuff and things like that. Kids, it is very easy. And you might think your kid can get access. Well, they could pick up your phone and they could probably figure out way faster than you can. And then get on something you wouldn't know. Who knows? I mean, honestly. I mean, parents, in which I don't recommend, give their old phones or their phones just for the kid to, I guess, be quiet. Just play with the phone. Not a good idea. My own opinion. But they can find things out like faster than we can. And that's what I've been thinking about. I mean, he played Minecraft. I played Minecraft. You can get online. You could talk. You could chat. You can. It's not even. I mean, it's a real cheap game, and it doesn't cost that much. And you can play for like days and hours and weeks. I mean, when you build something in Minecraft, it could take you that long. It's not like these other killing games or whatever you call those, but it's a game where you can end up building something and have a communication with somebody and chat, definitely. And I feel that he met up with somebody and he figured it out because he's smart. And he talked to somebody. He talked to someone. And he got a way to, and that's kind of my theory. That's then he's with somebody. He's hanging out. He's, he ran. Maybe he ran away. I mean, people say, "Oh yeah, he's so young," but yeah, he's young. Yes, he's young, 15, but he's still. I mean, I ran away when I was 13. So don't play him out like he's dumb, please. I just hate that.
No, none of us think he was dumb. Chris has said he played chess and everything else. No, he's very intelligent.
He's very, very smart. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And if he is out there by himself, then hopefully those smarts come in handy and he's still alive out there and taking good care of himself, I hope.
Yeah.
I just wish he'd come home so that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All this can end for them.
We know that they went camping. So, he does have some outdoorsman kind of things. So he's not like, this is what I hated. Like when everybody was talking about, oh, he's so sheltered. No, dude, he's a smart kid. He's smart. And I think that's what's important. I think people should really shout out for him. And so we are looking for him. We want to find him. But just because he has a disability, whatever. No. Nope. But that's my pet peeve. I've just kind of irked on. And yes, I'm just like all y'all. We should find him. I think he is out there.
Yeah, some of the creators talk about him like he's dumb, but he's not. No. Sounds like he's very intelligent. So I have a good feeling he's still out there. I mean, I could be wrong, but I really have a good feeling. Maybe I'm just holding on to unicorns and rainbows, but I really, really believe he's out there alive.
You know what? Holding on to that makes it bigger and better. Because the power of your thought in your mind. Sorry, got a little deep there, but no, that's how I feel. Because
I don't know. I'm going to stick with my theory that somehow he got access. he was able to access the interwebs. And we also
Yep.
learned that Seth had set him up a Google account. And so that and all of that added together with, listen, sometimes you talk to your
That's
friends
why
and
I
you
think
find
the
out,
law needs to go into Google accounts and shit.
oh, honey, I'm sure they are. Listen, I'm sure they are. It takes time for warrants.
I know.
I mean, it's 100 days today. There was a little news blip. It was 100 days today.
Yep. Well, that's why I design websites and stuff, but I know it does take time. But that's what I believe, because he's not voices. You ever heard of 411 David Padetas?
Dave Paulides. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Paulides. Sorry, I said that
The
wrong.
missing
Sorry.
411. Yep.
Yes. Oh my
The
god.
Can-Am project.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. They,
Oh
they say that, well, according to Dave, males are found either in or near a body of water.
Water. Yep.
And then
you know it, girl. Oh.
Some days,
Yep.
look at parts of it.
You're making me blush. No, you're
Stop
smart.
it, Andrew.
okay, I'll stop. No, but seriously, no, I've read those and I read his books. I've listened to that, and yeah, it's even in inner cities too. Like people just vanish.
What
like,
you in here talking about?
411.
Oh, he's over here trying to flirt.
Yeah, I'm flirting with
Voices
yeah.
is trying to pick up our panel guest.
Well, I'm 50 and she's like, you're what, 60 something? You're not too old for me. Come on, girl. I could swing you around.
Motherfucker, I'm 48. Find the
boy.
door.
What? Oh no! Oh my god! I'm too old for you. Then okay, all right, I get it. No, I am 50. You're 40. What? Seriously, you're 40. What? No, it's okay.
I just turned 48.
Well, awesome. Oh, happy unbelievable birthday! You just have a birthday recently. I'm sorry. Well, I'm 50. I'm too old for you now. I got it now. I'm moving on. I'm joking.
Dude, I would have you on your hands and knees scrubbing my floor right now if you were close to me.
Oh, nice. That's nice of you. That's really nice.
And I would probably be live streaming it so they could all watch.
Oh, you might put an apron on and shit. And...
Voices gets kinky.
No, I said you would be on your knees scrubbing my floor. Not me. You.
Oh, no, don't take me there, please don't. No, Voices. I've been listening to you and Queen and a lot of people for a long time, but I like listening to you, Voices. I like your voice. You're very awesome and straight to the point. So, you want to pointy up or what? I'm joking. I'm joking.
I don't even know what to say.
Oh, she's speechless.
Oh no! Did I refer? No, I know what I did. I referral. Oh no, I can't even say it.
I'm blinking over here. Why aren't you coming to my rescue?
I ruffled her feathers. I didn't say that right? I ruffled, like, yeah. Yep. Oops. Mama Hen's in the house. She's gonna kick my ass out. Yep. No. Do you have chickens? And I know you're out there in Utah, right? Am I right?
No. And no, you're wrong.
Okay, but you're out.
Okay, so that's your third strike. My life's like baseball. You're out.
I try to follow you. I never know where I'm landing. I don't know. I'm in love. I can't help it. I'm in love. I like a hard ass woman that beats my ass once in a while.
Yeah, I'm not looking for a DV charge, sir. No, thank you.
No,
I've been
I didn't
single
mean
for this
like
long.
that.
I think
No,
I'll just go.
I
I'll
meant
just go ahead and keep being
in good
no,
luck. In
I
good
got
luck.
this. You know what? I can change my own tire in 50 below. I'm good.
I meant in a good way. You just tap me on the head. That's fine.
I am over here blinking like there's no tomorrow, and not one of you is helping me. I hate you all.
I'm
Do
over
you
here
hate
laughing
me?
too
You
hard. I
hate
can't
me?
talk. I'm sorry, Michael.
Oh my god, you hate me. Oh my gosh. No. You know what? You're awesome. You know what? I don't really care where you live. And you probably don't care where I live because you probably wouldn't move here anyway. So, I mean, good for you because you're in a better state than I am.
Fuck no, I'm not leaving my state. No. I got this state emblem tattooed on me. Nope.
Oh, you got a state. I don't even have a tattoo, and I've designed them. But anyway, that's funny. No, I live
Voices
in
is not
Armpit,
blushing.
America.
Voices has a really ugly look on her face, like she just smelled some stank ass cheese.
It's probably me. It's probably me. You know, I live in Armpit, America, Dayton, Ohio.
No, sorry. Nope. No.
Yeah,
I'm not
you don't want to live.
Every
You don't
time I get
ever
into
want to
every
move
time
over
I
here.
meet a guy, I cut my hair and it ends badly. No, I'm not
Oh
cutting my
no,
hair.
you cut your hair. Why?
No.
Why
Andrew's
would you
afraid to
cut your
fly.
hair?
Thank God. Oh, you're afraid to fly? Awesome. It's going to take you 18 days to drive here, and you got to take 6 flights.
But you know what?
I just put some popcorn in the
I'm
microwave
gonna be
too.
close. In June, I'm gonna be close. I'm gonna be in Montana. I might be close near you in
Okay,
June.
well, in where? When?
In June. June. I'm flying in June the 24th.
Perfect. I will make sure that I go to Colorado that week.
Okay, there you go, Lisa.
Well, I'm going to be up by Kalispell and like I'm near
I'm
Canada.
sorry,
So
say that again.
You won't see my white eyes. No, I mean I will never
Wait. What was the name of the town?
Kalispell, Calwell, Cals, Montana is like
Kalispell? Yeah.
Yeah, way up there by Canada, like near I
Oh
guess.
my God, you're not going to Bible camp, are you?
Yellowstone, near Yellowstone.
No, Kalispell is not near Yellowstone. Kalispell
I
is
know,
up
but
in-
I'm gonna be there for a while. I gotta travel all up and down near Canada and the border and Yellowstone and all that.
Fuck.
Camping.
All right. Which whose bird bath was it that I was allowed to come live in for the summer in Florida? It's time for me to fly. Yep, I wasn't gonna fly. It's time for me to fly. Dude's getting way too fucking close to me. He's gonna be in my backyard. We're not comfortable now.
Well, no, so you're afraid of Ohioans? Ohio? Hello?
That sounds like
Oh, hi, can you go, Ohio?
Pass. Cheesy, you're up. It looks like you got a new affair coming.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old married woman. Sorry.
Hey, we're gonna get
good
some
for
spice
you.
in that life.
That's good. There's nothing wrong with that.
Happily married.
I was
for
wondering
31 years.
I was wondering if Queen Bee has like a gray African bird. They speak everything gray African. I know she has some.
What are you fuckers gonna do when I bring out my husband one day, and the rest of you now have to be like,
You have a husband? When? Where'd you find him? Sorry.
Maybe I've had one
Just
for a
have
few
fun.
years, kept him hidden.
Where's your husband? I'm sorry. I don't know. Did I say something wrong?
Maybe I got one. Maybe I don't. Maybe it's from my past. Maybe I'm not divorced yet. Oh no, what am I gonna do now?
You know what? Voices. I remember you talked about your past, and I'm not gonna like go into deep, but you know what? You said things long time ago, maybe like 5 years, 4 years or something. And you
that
mentioned
was
about
drunk
no,
that
you
lived in a homeless shelter for 18 months.
You mentioned about your you had like addiction and and what you went through, and I really appreciate what you said. I just want to shout to you because
Well, I'm glad that my story might have made you, because goddamn it.
I know it's not easy to say, but I mean, look, I'm addicted to drugs. Yeah, I'm addicted to alcohol.
Oh,
Alcohol
well,
is
see,
my
that
worst
won't work.
enemy.
I'm 12 years sober and I don't like, here's the, like, listen, I'd rather go
That's why I
to
like
the
you.
gynecologist. I would rather go to the gynecologist, follow for my non-existent ovaries, and then followed by a mammogram, and then possibly a root canal for my non-existent teeth. In that order, than spend time, get into a relationship with another drunk. That's
Hey, Voices.
no.
Hey, Voices, you just made it worse. You told them your teeth come out.
Oh, everybody knows that my teeth come out. Like, I never have them bitches in there. Fuck, 9 times out of 10. Listen, I'm not even sure if I actually have them. I might have left them in a restaurant today. So I got to make a phone call after I check my car in the morning.
But Voices, when you explained about your things that you went through, I personally really adapted to you because I'm the same way,
Well, that's sweet. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you to say. I've actually never had anybody tell me that my story touched them.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Well, I mean, you're more powerful than you think, and the stronger you get, the more powerful you're gonna be. I mean, I kind of do the same thing in my own way.
They don't want me. No, you don't want me having power. Like, that shit goes right to my head.
No, you already got power,
I'll burn
girl.
shit down.
Come on. No, don't even start. Come on. Shut up. You already got power. You already done it for me. You moved me by what you said. And how
Obviously not. You're not sober.
Queen Bee is the new Chuck Woolery.
I like I said, I smoke, but I quit drinking, and I just
what 2 minutes
I
ago?
thank you. I thank you because there's voice. I mean, how awesome is that? The name voice.
Well,
A voice.
do you know why
Yes.
do you know why I'm voice for the voiceless? Because at one point in time, a YouTube creator, I was just a lonely little sub, and at one point in time, a big old YouTube
And I
creator
was watching you.
decided to try to silence me, and I was like, we're gonna teach somebody a lesson.
No. Yes, I believe that. That's why I'm giving you honor, and
thank you.
I think we all need to, addiction is addiction. Say what it may be, but I mean, yeah, I think when people do speak about it, it comes from their heart, and they're speaking about their what they're dealing with, because not everybody talks about it. Nobody. I mean, there's some friends of mine, they won't even say crap to me because they're like shamed because I smoke pot or whatever. And that to them, they're like,
that just means you need to get better friends, buddy. Listen, that just means you need to get better friends. If your friends are going to shame you for using a plant that came from the earth,
I'm just saying, yeah.
I would rather use a plant. Yeah, exactly. Alcohol is poison. Yep. I mean, every time you put that into your body, listen. All right, so I just spent a day with a friend that we've been friends since we were in 4th grade, right? And I realized that I hadn't been giving the attention to my sobriety that I needed to give, because when I walked into her motel room last week and she was getting ready, she grabbed her gallon jug, and I remember those days because I was sad the day that the 5th no longer fit in the boot because I couldn't hide it. I used to be able to hide it.
Yeah.
Right. When I was traveling. So I just put an extra boot, put 2 pairs of boots in, there'd be a bottle in each boot. Well, this girl's now onto a gallon, and I watched her hand shake so bad that she had to use her other hand to steady it, to get it into the cup. So then both hands
shit.
together, could shake while she.
The
And at
tremors.
that
The
moment,
tremors.
my heart broke, and I thought,
Yep.
oh my God,
DDTs.
I do
Tremors
not
or
miss those days.
DDTs.
I don't miss those days.
Yep.
And at that moment, I realized that I wasn't giving the attention to my sobriety because it is such a gift, and that's a gift that one doesn't have. So
Yeah.
if that
That's
means that
awesome.
now, if that means that
Voices.
it's everybody needs to make sure that they're remembering those things. Like that was a huge lesson
Yeah,
for me.
it's easy. It's easy. It's so easy to forget because you stop doing whatever it is, and then you maybe slowly go back, and like, oh no, I'm okay. But then you're off the fly. You're off the chain. I mean, everything's messed up. You're fucked up. Everybody else is fucked up because you're so fucked up. You're fucking up with them. And people that love you and want to take care of you.
Oh,
And
dude.
like, hey,
You want to see my friends scatter? Let me walk into some place with a bottle in my hand. I've done it
yeah,
just to see, bring something for the host. I don't drink. I bring a 12.
really, and they'll
I don't
just
drink at
wait
all,
and
but
be
I
like,
will.
oh my gosh.
I'll go bring something for them
So
and walk in
you
with
know
it.
what
And
I'm talking about. Yeah.
I've had them go, no,
Well, it's people like us. I mean, I'm not Mr. Perfect, but I try. I've learned my lesson. I mean, I've been there, done that. There's stories I could say, and people would cringe, and they'd be like, "Holy shit, why are you still alive?" Well, I think God still wants me to be alive, to be honest.
because God loves fools, drunks, and babies, and I was all three at one point in time.
Did you see what y'all Nana's not drunk said? we can have a new show called The Hive Connection.
I am so
followed the
embarrassed.
Grateful Dead. I
like, straight up, I'm embarrassed right now, you guys. I'm
followed
so
the Grateful
embarrassed.
Dead. I'm a deadhead.
Don't be. We're just having fun.
I followed the Grateful Dead. I did. I traveled all the way from Armpit, America, Ohio, all the way to California, back and forth, following the Grateful Dead until he died, which sucked. But anyways, yeah, I'm a deadhead. Yeah, I'm a true.
So you got
deadhead.
like more miles than a set of Michelin.
And I don't. I smell better than patchouli.
There's not an ounce
I
of
do
tread
like
left on them. Those
patchouli,
bitches are racing smooth.
Yeah. Well. Yep. And I know the Grateful Dead family. I sold like drugs. Okay, YouTube.
Wait, dude, let's not cop to. Listen, even I've learned. Let's not cop to things on YouTube. So let's just not.
I know, but you know what? I don't really care because everybody's dead except me. But there you go. But no, I won't go on. You're right. But voices. I could see you if I came up and I got face to face. You know what I would do? I'd give you a big bear hug.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, big squeezy bear hug. You'd be like, oh, you smell like Goonies, like Pepto-Bismol.
Goonies and Pepto-Bismol. So here's a fun fact about Voices. Voices doesn't like to be touched. Just an FYI.
Sorry. I just
for the love of God, if I'm ever napping, you never, ever approach me to touch me.
Well, I
just call my name and I wake right up. But if you like wake me from a sleep, you're probably gonna get a black eye.
What's that horror movie? What's that horror movie with that woman that dude like drives off the highway or something? She like
I have no idea. I don't watch scary movies. I live in Wyoming where it's scary enough. So I don't know. I don't watch horror movies.
And
guess what? You're not gonna like me even more. I absolutely detest the Grateful Dead. So no, I don't get that.
I love the
bear bullshit and all of that. No, I don't get it. Nope. So like I get that we might be star-crossed lovers and all, but maybe it was another galaxy, another lifetime. Sorry about your bad luck.
You know what, Voices? You know what? You remind me of my best friend. You really do. And that there's something about you. Your character. Your just the way you bring yourself out, the way you talk. It's like I almost know you, and I don't literally, but I feel like I'm almost getting there. Yeah, I'm hitting on you, but you don't like that, but that's okay. But no, I mean, really,
I bet I got the deal breaker.
You're a cool
I'm a
person.
Swiftie, and I bet you don't make enough money to take me to the Eras tour.
Oh, what? Whoa! I don't make enough. Not nice, but okay.
Well, I mean, the Eras tour tickets are really expensive,
What
and
I
I got
can't,
4
I
friends
can't
that have to go
pay.
with me if I go. So you got to buy 5
That's
girls
kind of
tickets.
rude to me. That's kind of rude. That's kind of rude. I mean, seriously, that's a little rude. Like, I can't take you out. What are you talking about?
You missed what I said because the wind chimes were going. I said, I'm
No,
a
I like the wind
Swiftie.
chimes, by the way.
Oh, God. I said I'm
You
a
like Taylor
Swiftie.
Swift.
Eras tour tickets are really expensive. Like,
Okay.
that's the thing. I know, I killed it. I did.
Okay. Well, you know, I do have that bucket list, so, I mean.
Is Voices on your bucket list?
No, this ever elusive unicorn is going to stay single till she dies. Or until I get that divorce. One of the two.
Oh, no. I know, I just stepped in some, was that doo-doo? No. Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I've been saving
Honey,
money.
I'm not
I gotta
inviting
do
you to.
something.
That would be weird. No.
Well, it wouldn't be like me and like I'm not Dolly, you know. Like I'm just Andrew, aka I'm just a ugly mug, I guess.
Oh my God! Help!
No, I didn't just say that. Sorry, Queen. Sorry, dox me. Oh, oops, I didn't mean that either.
Well, I'm
What
sorry.
did I
There
do?
wasn't
What
any,
did I
listen,
do?
there wasn't
Maybe.
anything to, like, you have to understand. Voices has some. Okay, so here's something really fucked up that nobody knows. Now and like Voices has somebody in her life. I'm sorry. I know that I present as a single female, but Voices does have somebody. It just doesn't work as conventional as everybody else's relationships. Why do you think I'm on the highway so fucking much? So I really can't do this. It's
Well, it
getting
ain't
awkward.
anybody else's business, anyways. But you know what I'm saying. It is what it is.
Hey,
Yeah.
Queen. I'm
Maybe
sorry,
you'll find.
did I disappoint you?
Maybe you'll
My
find
bad.
true love when you go to Montana, Andrew.
Yeah.
It didn't work
When I
out
go
with Voices.
Don't look
yeah,
for
I'll
true
give
love
you
on
a
here,
phone
anyways.
call.
Though, okay.
I'll do it. No doubt.
Yeah, don't do it.
No,
Not on here
Queen.
at all.
Queen,
It's
do you
terrible.
have a
What's that?
gray African?
What?
Do you have a gray African bird, or what kind of
I
pair
have
is
2
it?
parrots. I have sun conures.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I know I've heard them, in
Bastards are loud than a
the
motherfucker.
background. Yeah.
Yep.
No, but what would be if you could buy a bird right now? What would you buy?
I would never buy another bird. Nope. Hell, fuck no. These loud sons of bitches. Love them to death. No, never again. Learned my lesson, and they live forever. So you know what I mean. I'll have these 2 for a long time. I got 2 of them in there, a boy and a girl.
Yeah, they were
are
lived
loud
to
as
what,
hell, but I'll tell you what, my girl is
Yeah.
attached to me.
She talks to you all the time. Does she wake you up like, "Hey, mama"?
No,
hey.
But she would fly in there and wake me up if I let her.
Yeah, she would land on you and be like, "Hey, get up, you fool."
No, she would land on me and nitpick at my face, or you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Kisses or.
So, what is your favorite animal that you have?
My little dog, my little Chihuahua that died. I'm really missing her, really bad.
I saw that. So, how old
That shit
was?
fucked me up, and it's still fucking me up, man. It's terrible.
So,
that was my little
how old
was
was your dog?
I made one for you.
Oh,
I
she's
made
so
you one.
cute. I love
It's
it.
going in. It's going in your box.
That's super cute. Yeah, I really miss her. I'm really missing her.
Queen, how old was she? How old was
She
she?
was 8, going on 9.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I lost my dog last year. Her name was
So sorry to
Gracie.
hear that.
Gracie, by grace of God, I got her right from a homeless shelter, whatever. But I understand. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Some dogs you just have a
Right.
really like connection with. Some of them, some of them I love all animals, but some of them,
Yeah. And
you have a
like birds.
connection
I
with
used to
the
have
others,
birds too. Yeah.
She was
I
my
used to have
dog.
birds. I had 9 cats at one time. That's
Holy
crazy in
fuck.
hell, but
That's too many.
yeah, I was looking at it. Well, my ex, she decided, well,
Did they fight
I
with
like
each other?
all the kitties on the block. They're all like, these kitty cats, they have no home. Let's bring them in.
Wait, did they fight with each other?
Oh no, they tore apart my house. Yeah, it was crazy.
I was gonna say, did the house smell like cat piss though from all of them?
Oh yeah, it did.
Fuck
It was
that.
so bad that one
Fuck
of my
that.
friends, he
No.
she
That's
moved out.
I can't fucking take it. It makes me
Oh
sick to my stomach, legit, to smell cat piss. I can't fucking do it.
Me neither.
Oh,
And it
fuck.
was so Queen. It was so bad that my friend, I didn't even know that he was allergic to cats. He didn't tell me. He moved in for like a couple weeks. He literally bounced off my couch because he went convulsions because of all the cat piss. Yeah, it was really bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
That's
they
so
should,
unhealthy.
I hope they tore down that house because there's no way anybody could live there or breathe. In other
Fuck
words,
no.
I don't do cats. Mm-mm.
I like cats, I really do, but
Cats are beautiful to look at, but I don't have any. Don't want any. I'm allergic
Cats
to
equal
them.
boxes of shit, and I got enough boxes of shit on my own. I don't need any more. Thank you very much.
I had an outside
have
cat.
a
I loved
black
her.
lab, and I have a black lab. She's a mix, but if I go in the bathroom or in my bedroom or my spare bedroom, within seconds she's on it. She's like she's so fast. It's
Fuck
like
yeah, she
I
wants
have
to know
to
where
put
you're
her
at.
on a
Goddammit.
leash. Yeah.
She got to keep track of you. She's nothing like babysitting you. She feels like she got to babysit your ass.
Or hey, I mean, even cats kind of like get revenge against you. They're like, I love you, but you know what? Watch me when I knock this glass.
Oh yeah, go to sleep and they tear
plant
the
off
fuck
the
out of your
shelf.
house.
Watch me. Look, I'm tapping it. See that? I'm tapping it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait.
All I know is my friend put up a fucking Christmas tree for the first year, and her cat fucking knocked that sumbitch over.
He was like jumping into
He
it.
was
Oh,
pissed.
my
I was fucking laughing so hard I couldn't help it. So when
I
they
had a
like
cat.
shit, you know what I mean? They like to,
When I was little, we had a cat, and that cat would climb the Christmas tree every year. You look over, the cat was in the Christmas tree. It's like, what the hell?
I bet you climb, or he or she, would you climb and then look at you like, yeah, here I am. I'm on the top of your tree.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. Yeah. I don't know. We're always looking during Christmas, always looking at the tree, and yeah, there was the cat in the middle of the tree.
nothing like a good sidebar, guys. All right, it's getting late. Oh, Izzy. Okay,
Tony's
well, we'll
live.
turn his little bitch bass back on again then. I guess if we, if y'all want,
Okay, I'm gonna end on
fucking
this.
TikTok fucking Tony's bitch ass.
Listen,
I'm
Andrew.
gonna end on this. I had 9 cats. Okay.
Oh yeah, we're not doing that. We're not doing 9 cats, buddy. Sorry, we ain't having it. Not 9 of them no more. Heck to the no.
No. Not. Oh.
Oh my God.
Fuck you.
I was sitting over here laughing so damn hard. I'm sorry, voices. I couldn't stop laughing long enough to talk.
Fuck you all. Fuck you twice and your couch. You better hope your kids don't have Legos.
I was just thinking it was a whole new world for
That's all
Queen's
it leads
channel,
to,
you know?
Just to come up with your own theories.
Yeah, let's just torture the fuck
right,
out
be
of
quiet,
voices.
girls. Here we
With
go.
any disrespect, but everybody talks about how they love Sebastian. The truth is, the only one that I know that loves Sebastian is his father.
Yep.
What we love is we love the thought of the boy, and we love, supporting the father that's looking for his son. But none of us knew Sebastian.
Right.
Right. Very good point.
I told Seth in front of the whole.
Very good point.
I told Seth in front of the.
Very good point.
Come on, who
What
got
happened?
things back? Stop it.
Delta dropped.
I think somebody was echoing.
Oh, they dropped. Now drop that loud ass.
Hidden treasure. I don't think Stephen found anything today. I think he was trying to figure out his graphs.
Yeah, I think I had a feedback for some reason.
Okay. A lot of times that'll happen if you have a phone call while you're on the app. If you're on a live or in a box and you get a phone call at any point. Yeah, that doesn't mean that someone's recording. A lot of people think that, but it doesn't mean someone's recording. It's feedback because someone received a phone call or something like that and didn't close the app out before coming back.
He said something about Steven hasn't figured out all of his
Guys,
graphs.
I'm going to call it a night. Try to get some rest. I appreciate you, Jen and Kayla and Delta, as always. And I'll be in touch with you guys.
Sebastian,
Alrighty.
Tony, if you can, sometime, even tomorrow morning. Like I said, my meeting's at 4.
Yep.
If you can, text me some of that stuff.
I will. You'll have some stuff from me before probably 10 o'clock tomorrow.
I appreciate that.
All right. See you guys.
Get
All
some
right.
rest.
Yeah,
Good night.
get some rest.
Good night. Look, Luna's
Yeah,
making
he
me
don't like to
tired.
be recorded, does he?
Yeah, she
Nope.
As soon as we pop it on, he wants to go. Pretty convenient, eh?
It's like he
get some
gets.
rest, huh?
Yeah. Do you hear what he said though? Crabtree hasn't figured out his graphs yet. He said Steven hasn't figured out his graphs. That's the Crabtree guy. I thought he was stepping out and doing it on his own. Oh, so he's communicating with Tony then, huh?
Yep. There's still some more fishy shit going on, that's for sure.
And did anybody get confirmation if Seth was really at CrimeCon or not at CrimeCon?
No, he wasn't. They said a team member was there.
Ah, gotcha.
A team member, my ass. Okay. Anyhow, ladies, it's getting late. We've been on here a couple 3 hours and I'm tired. So I'll catch y'all on the flip side. We'll be on here tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Karen Reed. So
Okay, thanks for having me. Good night.
Good night, love. I appreciate you coming up and hanging out. Thank you, voices.
Hey, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye.
See you later. Good night, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. And as always, get some rest. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. We'll be live tomorrow about Karen Reed and catching up on her court dates and stuff like that. And, chit chat about what's going on. So I will see y'all there. Be there, be square, baby. Good night, y'all.